What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol FAMI for Farmmi Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be more of an update. We've talked about it on the channel in the past, and the main thing to talk about today is the fact that we never got a breakout up and over this resistance trend line, and we still don't yet have a firm breakdown underneath this line in the sand at the 0.3657 mark. Now, why is that the line in the sand? Well, not only is it the daily 50 simple period moving average, but it's also the support from back in here. If I scrunch this up a hair, what you'll notice is we had structural double bottom, right? So to me, this area should have some significance if broken. And again, if we remain underneath this resistance trend line, I would expect lower, as we talked about in the last video we covered here. We're looking at 25 cents, maybe a bump in the road here, but really not placing too much emphasis into it, just noting that we had only one interaction as opposed to the 25-cent mark being the breakout point, right? So those are my thoughts to the downside. I'll also note that if we just zoom in a bit here, let's do some quick pattern recognition, right? Like, what do you see on this 30-minute chart? To me, it's very, very clear what unfolded on today's session. Let me make that a little larger for us. This is simply a descending triangle, right? You have resistance trend line and flat lows. I like to call it a flush point as well. If we take it out, the anticipated move would be lower here inside of FAMI. So that's what I'm watching out for to the downside. Of course, are we going to short it? Absolutely not. It's hard to borrow. Obviously, there are no puts to take to the short side, so you're just avoiding it to the long side. And maybe if you're long, if you've been long from down here, you start thinking about stopping out or trimming some of your position at least, right? To the upside, in case there is a break of the resistance trend line, let me just quickly cover the upside targets here. As we know, this is the major one, right in here at the 0.4188. And after that, I would argue we're looking at the 0.462, noting where that comes from, right? It's from here, as well as the resistance and rejection point from that Friday of last week, right? So that would be my upside target if we get a break here. You don't really want to overstay your welcome. Quick scalps to the upside now that this is showing a pretty aggressive pullback, right? So those are my 2 cents on FAMI. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new today, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.